That hearing is going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning in the Senate. Andrew McCabe, the acting director of the FBI, who succeeded James Comey, who was fired this week, will be testifying in Comey's place. We'll get his first account of what happened here and what the FBI's plans are going forward. That hearing was scheduled on a different topic, pre-scheduled before all this happened. Now we'll hear from him and from other intelligence leaders, and you can imagine that senators will have a lot of questions about all this. The White House, for its part, spent much of Wednesday offering explanations for why the president fired the FBI director, including Sarah Huckabee Sanders in the White House press briefing room, who was asked
One, he was a candidate for president, not the president. Those are two very different things. Once you take over leading the Department of Justice, that's very different than being a candidate in a campaign. As you guys all know, there's a very clear distinction between those two things.
So there you heard Sarah Huckabee Sanders explaining that the president had changed his mind, at one point praising James Comey last fall for the very thing that the White House said he was fired for this week, which was the handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. For his part, James Comey, the fired FBI director, said it didn't really matter why the president had decided to fire him. Here's James Comey's letter to the FBI employees from yesterday. He said, "I have long believed that a president can fire an FBI director for any reason or for no reason at all. I'm not going to spend time on the decision or the way it was executed. I hope you won't either. It is done, and I will be fine, although I will miss you and the mission deeply." And Andrew, meanwhile, take a look at this photograph, which is getting a lot of attention around the world. This is President Trump yesterday. This is the image that the White House put out to the world, not put out by the White House, but put out by the Russian news agency TASS. That's the president with the two Sergeys. Sergei Lavrov on the left-hand side of your screen there is the Russian foreign minister. Sergei Kislyak on the right-hand side having a chuckle there. He's the Russian ambassador to the United States. This is a photo that we wouldn't have if not for the Russian side of this meeting, because the White House didn't allow U.S. media into this meeting. So the Russians were able to get this photo, put it out there, and that is something that's being debated in Washington. Why did the president feel it was important to have that meeting with those two Russians on the day after he'd fired the FBI director, who, of course, was leading the investigation into Russian collusion in the American election in 2016? All of that swirling around as we go into this hearing today at 10 o'clock.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.